Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday. Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday. Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday. Karen's birthdays, it's time for Karen's birthday.
All right, let's wrap up the show.
Karen,
with the best way we know how, with your birthdays.
Let's do
Karen's
that.
weekly look at the birthdays of those who make the movies. And let me get the music going. Take it away.
What's the birthday music? Yes.
All right, so let's start off our week of birthdays by wishing a very happy birthday to Mr. Doug Jones.
Doug Jones.
Doug Jones, yes.
Did you get hugged by Doug Jones? At the,
I get hugged by
fondled?
Doug Jones every time I see him.
Oh
I actually
my
didn't see him
gosh.
at Wheatonpolis, though.
Oh,
I missed
how?
my Doug hug.
You know why? Because he was doing a
panel
at the same time.
Doug hug. Oh,
Doug
a Doug hug
hug.
is a very intense experience.
It is.
Yes.
It involves not just hugging, but your face will be enveloped by his hands.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of...
He
Very
actually said I
famous
was a good
hands.
hugger.
I bet you would be.
Oh,
in that
precious,
Ghostbusters
precious.
picture, you're a good hugger. Up. Well, he could play anywhere from a guy hidden in prosthetics to himself. He played himself in adaptation with Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Oh, really?
And I was looking at IMDb to get a little idea about this guy because he was on our show, so definitely go check it out again. That was fantastic. He learned to mime while at school, and he joined a troupe, and he did a whole whiteface thing, which I got to say, I'm glad that he didn't do a blackface thing. That would have been very uncomfortable.
Yeah, probably wouldn't talk about that much.
No, it may not have been on IMDb. But he also worked as a contortionist, which I totally buy.
Yeah.
He is a contortionist.
I think I saw
He's all
photos from Wheatonpolis of him at the panel that he
Yeah.
was on, sitting on the panel desk with his leg behind his head.
It's surprising.
I think that happened at that place.
Well, he moved to Los Angeles in 1985, and according to IMDb again, he has not been out of work since. And I believe that. Absolutely. He's been in over 25 films, television series, including Buffy, the Vampire Slayer, which I guess there was one episode called Hush. I don't know a lot about Buffy.
Yes.
But he
famous.
got 2 Emmy nominations for that.
Yeah.
And over 90 commercials, and he did a music video with Madonna. That would take a lot of contortionism
Love
to
to
do
see
that.
Doug, yeah.
Yeah,
I
Doug's
wanna- I want to
awesome.
print a long sleeve T-shirt with him and just the arms going down, so you can have, and called the Doug hug. Next
Doug
WhedonCon,
hug
we
shirt.
should sell that,
Doug
right?
hug shirt, right?
Yes, patent pending.
And I love this
Doug Jones
too.
in the arms.
It says on IMDb, but it is his sensitive and elegant performance as Abe Sapien in Hellboy, which stormed him to the top of the U.S. box office in the spring of 2004, and that brought him to even higher profile and much praise from audiences and critics alike. I like the fact that it's sensitive and elegant.
True.
Hellboy. Fantastic.
Elevating the medium.
Sounds like you need to revisit or visit for the first time.
Hellboy. But there is much love here for Doug Jones, so happy birthday to you. And also, I'd like to wish a very happy birthday to another contortionist, Cher.
I want to put that image out of my head right now.
Dude,
Cher on the table with her leg behind her head? No.
She could play anywhere from a
For
sex
me.
symbol to a serious actress back to a sex symbol of
Yeah,
sorts.
you said it correctly.
And we all know her as a singer, of course. And this is kind of interesting. She is one of the only performers to have earned a top 10 hit single in 4 consecutive decades.
Oh,
I think, that is pretty hardcore. Because I know that we're excited. Paul loves U2. And they managed to have their career going for a long time. But 4 decades. And then to get top 10, that's pretty impressive.
That is pretty.
Yeah. U2, they need another hit. Other than that, 80s, 90s, 2000s.
2000s, but they need...
And
whatever you call the 2010s.
What decades did Sonny Bono have hits? There was the 60s and 70s, I think, right? And that
And
was
then he's
that was
taken
kind of
out of
it
the
for
running,
him,
though,
right?
in the 80s. It wasn't his fault. And also, I thought this was kind of neat that she is, as an actress, she and Barbra Streisand are the only 2 that have Best Actress nomination or winners to have a #1 hit on the Billboard charts. So take that, Meryl Streep.
Not Chris
Right?
Christopherson?
No, Chris Christopherson did not get
No,
a
who am I thinking of? Christopher
#1.
Cross. He didn't act, though, right? But he
No,
got an
we'll make
Oscar.
it jump.
Christopherson does have a music thing going,
Doesn't he? Somebody.
I believe
Chris
he does.
Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Christopher
does, yeah.
Cross doesn't act. You are correct.
But he has 2 Oscars for Best Song or
he
whatever.
might have won for
But
the Arthur
we're talking
one.
about being
Okay.
an actor and having it, not being...
I tried.
Oh, all right. Did
you? I tried to contribute.
You actually did, and
Credit.
then you back.
Then
okay.
you just
You
tripped
back-
over
yeah, yeah.
yourself.
Probably best if you did.
All right, this is kind of fun. I always love when I find out roles that somebody could have had. She was considered for Thelma Dickerson and Thelma and Louise, but that went to Gina Davis. And then also, I just thought this would have been perfect. She wanted to play Morticia Addams, but they gave it to Angelica Houston.
And here's the thing. Usually you play that game, and
Yeah.
my reaction is, No way!
But
But
y-
in
yeah
both
way.
of those, you could see her
Yeah, it's
easily
true,
doing
yeah.
both of those
And
parts.
that brings me to my next favorite part. I want you all to think of your favorite Cher movie because I loved her in Moonstruck, but I loved her in Witches of Eastwick. What was yours, Paul?
That's Moonstruck. Yeah,
it's so
that's the
good.
best movie she was in, and she was so
Mask?
amazing in it. Tough to give her the Oscar over Holly Hunter in broadcast news. I will always have a thing about that. But
The
she
Sonny
was
and
amazing.
Cher Christmas special, I think is.
yeah.
Is that
Is
fantastic?
it feature length?
Might not be feature length.
might
Bart, do
disqualify.
you have a favorite?
That video where you see her butt.
Yes.
If I could turn back.
If I could
time.
turn my time,
Okay.
Damien, do you have one?
Moonstruck.
Okay. That's all right. You're right. By the way, that's important.
Although
And
Silkwood's pretty good. Anyway,
she plays a lesbian in that.
I was gonna say Silkwood, and then I immediately thought, no, you're thinking of Meryl Streep, and you're gonna get yelled at. We're gonna make fun of
you
you.
had the lead.
Congratulations, you've got him up in his
She
head.
played a supporting role.
Cher was the
You
supporting role.
have it, Bart. Just go. Just go. This is the second time. Stop second guessing
You're right.
yourself, man.
Trust my movie
A
instincts.
stuntman wouldn't do that.
I honestly was going to say Silkwood, and then I went like, nope, that's Meryl Streep. They're gonna make fun of you.
No, I know that we have a table of aficionados, but I think I might stump you on this one. Cher is one of 2 Oscar-nominated actors throughout history with the shortest name. And actually, technically, I think she wins because hers is only 1 syllable. But do you know the name of the other actor?
Flea from Big Lebowski.
Wait, an Oscar winner?
It was Oscar-nominated actor
I gotta.
for Best
guess.
Supporting Actor in a Supporting Role.
Is it Mako?
It's Mako!
Bam.
Boom.
I mean, Mako. That's something you would know. You're a.
Was it
How
Jungle
did you
Book?
know
right?
that? It was actually the Sand Pebbles.
Sandpa.
Oh, okay.
Is what he was nominated for. Holy cow! I didn't think you'd
Not
have.
from Conan?
I pay attention to stuff.
Or
That's amazing.
Big Trouble in Little China?
Right?
Anyway,
Wait, Mako in there?
Is Mako's in
is he in that?
I don't know. I
Big
think
Trouble
I
in
meet
Little
James
China?
Hong once though.
James
Oh,
Hong
James
was.
Hong.
James Hong was.
I
Yeah,
met
was.
him. He teaches here locally. You can go
Yeah.
down and say hi to him anytime.
Yep. I met him on the set of Pair of Kings,
Yeah.
kid show. We had a reoccurring, which was interesting.
Very nice. Now, Bart, you know how much I love when celebrities sing.
This is true, Damien. People come up to me all the time. This probably happens to you on the street too. They say, "Tell me 2 interesting things about that Karen Volpe." And the first thing I tell them is, if you're in her living room, don't be surprised to find yourself in a picture that she has framed on her shelf.
Right? Yeah.
That might happen.
Right,
You
this
might
is-
be in a picture that she has.
Creepy.
And the second thing I tell them is that she loves when celebrities sing.
I do, and of course, we just celebrated Cher's birthday, so we want to hear some Cher,
James
right?
Hong.
I do.
But I decided to make it interesting and pull her most recent release. It's from the album Closer to the Truth called Woman's World.
Right.
Let's enjoy this. I just feel like I'm in West Hollywood all of a sudden.
That's what it sounds like.
And she's just yelling a lot.
Yeah, 70, right?
70. She's kind of getting it done. She's awesome.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's been.
And I love that Cher made an appearance earlier in the show, and I didn't even know that it's her birthday. Good for her.
Good times.
So,
So happy birthday, Cher.
happy
You're right up there
birthday.
with Doug Jones.
small confession.
Oh, yeah?
I was thinking of Meryl Streep. I got lucky that I got lucky that Cher was in that movie.
How to tell us that?
I'm an honest guy. I'm a-
Doing that to
That's my
yourself.
favorite movie guy's full disclosure. That's a good one.